Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mina Cup. I will be your match live commentator, Toby Banks. That is Toby Talk Sport. We've got a huge game ahead of us today. It is Corinthians against Columbus. Test. Hey. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mina Cup. I'll be your match live commentator, Toby Banks. That is Toby Talk Sports, and today we've got a huge game ahead of us. We've got Corinthians against Columbus Crew, an absolutely incredible game ahead of us. Two international teams for the Mina Cup Semi-Final. First in their group was Corinthians, second in the group Columbus Crew. The winner of this game will be playing in the Mina Cup final later on with all to play for. It will be one international team, and they will either play Alcacea's first team or the second team, which we've got after this game, as the players make their final team photos, their final team talks. It's all down. We've got two 25-minute halves ahead of us, a huge game ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mina Cup.
How are you?
So you're just seeing your captains there. From Corinthians, it will be Kyle Durate, and from Columbus Crew, the keeper, number 51, is Gadome Stenovic. Brazil against USA, Corinthianos against Columbus Crew. The referee just giving the green flag and the thumbs up to both goalkeepers as we get ready for kick-off now. 25 minutes, halves ahead of us, and we are live. It will be Corinthianos in white in right to left, sorry, in their beautiful white, and the opposite for Columbus Crew in their yellow. So this is day 3 of 3 here at the Mina Cup. We had some huge expectations from Corinthianos, and that's exactly what we got. But winning their games 6, 7 and 8-0, absolutely destroying their opponents in the group stage. How will Columbus Crew deal with the pressure going into this game, as obviously second in their group and the underdog in this game? As we see Corinthianos starting us off, having that ball, just getting used to the heat today here at Jebel Ali. So nice there. Good cross by Corinthianos. Looking for an early goal here, just 1 minute in. Still with Corinthianos. How will Columbus Crew deal with it? And it's blocked well. Corinthianos haven't met their match yet. Obviously, I mentioned those heavy score lines that they defeated their opposition by. Will Columbus Crew be able to force them into a deadlock? And Corinthianos forced to play back to their goalkeeper, but a mistake out of the back and the first big chance for Columbus Crew. Linesman flag stays down. Here's Columbus Crew looking to score the first goal against Corinthianos of the tournament, and it's a very, very poor pass in the box, allowing a counter-attacking opportunity for Corinthianos. Still with Corinthianos, all the way from Brazil. It's a good cross into Leonardo da Silva, but one back by Columbus Crew. Columbus Crew just looking to get that final pass and a successful pass. We can only find a wall of white. Now here comes Corinthianos. On the far left. Looking for a cross in the box and a lethal header or the volley. Lack of communication on the far right by the Brazilians. Now we could see a cross in here. It's a decent touch, but the execution not enough for the goal. Columbus Crew forced to go long. Now Corinthianos looking for that midfield play. There's space on the right. Will he use it? The vision not there. Flag stays down. Corinthianos, a shot from far, and it's a great save by the captain and the goalkeeper of Columbus Crew, Stevanovic. Columbus Crew looking to just slow down play, finally getting a bit of possession. See what they can do with it now. First game of the day for both of these teams. And both these teams don't want it to be their last. So now Columbus Crew having to deal with that high press of Corinthianos. So nice ping all the way into the midfield. Now is Columbus Crew looking for a dangerous attack. And that's not the ball you need. And you can see the frustration here in the attacking third. Your goalkeeper this morning, for Corinthianos, Mateus dos Santos. Corinthianos, we saw them exploit it yesterday, just playing out of the back and tearing their opposition down. Were they able to do it once again in the under-15s category here at the Mina Cup. A lovely bit of Brazilian flair there. Going for the cross all the way on the far right. Here we go. This is where they are dangerous. Corinthianos, it's a header and it's just gone back. And a throw-in for Corinthianos. Huge opportunity there. But Columbus Crew just putting the pressure on there. And Luan Bahando struggling under pressure. So now it's Corinthianos. Still looking with it. Pedro find a cross in. But not out far enough for Columbus Crew. And Corinthianos with the first real big opportunity of the game, looking to make it 1-0 and solidify a spot in the final of the Mina Cup. Very early on here, just 5 minutes in, but the chance goes begging. Just see that one on replay there. Headed up by Columbus Crew. And the half volley not successful for Corinthianos. So we'll restart from a goalkeeper here of Stevanovic. Still 0-0. Columbus Crew looking to do the complete opposite and get their attack doing some work, but only finds Pedro of Corinthianos, and that's a very, very solid tackle by Emmanuel, captain of Columbus Crew. A lot to play for in this game. Two very, very long flights home if they do not win the Mina Cup. But have both definitely found their groove here at the Mina Cup. That's a very good shot from far, but it's just off target. We're having multiple shots from Corinthianos and a lot of struggles from Columbus Crew just working out the back there. On here. So now Corinthianos, this is where they work their best on the far right, but Columbus Crew adding pressure and winning back possession. The linesman flag goes up and it goes in favour of Corinthianos. Corinthianos just waiting for Columbus Crew to apply that pressure. They did it so well these past 2 days. Will they be able to do it one more time? It's a brilliant switch and play by the Brazilians. And one more, and here is their lethal right-hand side. Will they be able to exploit it one more time in the box? Here comes Corinthianos, but it's dealt well with Columbus Crew. Still with Corinthianos, however. A lovely turn. Get the shot off. And Stevanovic was beaten, but it's just gone wide. And another goal kick for Columbus Crew, as they now have the chance to regroup. And we'll see an early substitution for Columbus Crew. Just 8 minutes in here. So now, here comes Columbus Crew. Showing a lovely bit of flair, lovely bit of skill. Somehow it's worked. Columbus Crew needs to release, and the referee does blow his whistle, and it will be a free kick on the halfway line, on the near right-hand side here. So now it comes Columbus Crew in their beautiful yellow kit. And Corinthians dealing very well with it, finding a counter-attacking opportunity here. All the way from Brazil, a mistake at the back by Columbus Crew. This should surely be a goal. Straight into the hands of Stevanovic. Another chance gone begging by Corinthians. 5 shots on target in the first 10 minutes here, and 0 have found the back of the net. It's a very, very decent punt all the way up, and it does find the throw-in of Corinthianos, and it looks like they want to play it very fast. They want to get their first and early goal so that they can play the beautiful football that they do. Applying that pressure of Columbus Crew, a high press by Columbus Crew. Will it work out in their favour? Corinthianos dealing with it very well. Will they be able to make it out? No. Now is Columbus Crew looking for their chance. A mistake there by Columbus Crew. It's a lovely pass, but matched by a lovely bit of defending. So Corinthianos now looking to make it into the attacking third. Intercepted by Columbus Crew. Still with Columbus Crew now. Putting up a fight, something that Corinthianos hasn't had to deal with this entire tournament. Normally by now they're up 3 or 4-0. Will we see the first bit of frustration from the Brazilians? Columbus Crew starting to show off a bit of their football, all the way from the MLS. Still with Columbus Crew. And defensively very solid at the back by Corinthianos. And the keeper, Stevanovic, caught lacking, and it's just gone wide. You can't get a better chance than that. Practically an open goal from inside the box. On another day, that would have found the back of the net. Corinthianos not looking like themselves this morning. And you can hear the frustration of the coaches. Now this is very, very good by Corinthianos on the far right. And out very, very solidly by Columbus Crew. And that's found the other side of the pitch. And a mistake at the back here by Corinthianos. Will they be punctured? No. Dealing with the pressure very well. Still looking for the first goal of the game. Just 12 minutes in here. Forced to go back. Now is Columbus Crew with the interception. And out by Corinthianos very solidly. Now Columbus Crew looking for their first set piece in quite a while of this game. It's a decent touch. And a mistake on the far right here by Columbus Crew. And an offside. Is the words of the linesman. Corinthians playing it very fast. Worked very well by Corinthianos now on the far left. Still with Corinthianos. Making their way into the box. Dealt well by Columbus Crew. And the clearance almost very, very successful for Columbus Crew, but resulting in possession for the Americans. So Stevanovic going high for Columbus Crew, and it's resulted very well for the boys in yellow. Still Columbus Crew driving on the far left, challenged by the captain of Corinthianos, Cal Durate. And we will see the first proper set piece for Columbus Crew in this first half with a free kick just outside the box on the far right there. We'll see that one on replay. Definitely a free kick. Columbus Crew looking to see Corinthianos force a dive from the keeper, but just gone sailing over the crossbar. And you've got to take your chances from there 100%. Columbus Crew getting a very easy throw in here. Will they be able to exploit their opponents on the halfway line here? Corinthianos with the interception and a beautiful one-touch football here. Corinthianos looking to find Pedro. It's a shot, it's a good save by Stevanovic, and it's cleared off the line. That one is for the highlight reels 100%. Now Corinthianos looking for their first goal of the game. Looking for the first goal of the game even. They're being heavily frustrated by a very switched on Columbus Crew. Not having a lot of possession, Columbus Crew, but when they do have it, they have started to worry the defense of Corinthians. So now from Caio Cavalante into the defense. Back into Caio. We'll see a nice switch in play like we did earlier. Corinthians looking to get it to this right-hand side. It's where they are most lethal. Corinthians. 3 men on 1. Only results in Columbus Crew pressure, but a great bit of physicality here by Corinthians. As they remain in possession. And you can see on the bench of Corinthians, all of their players warming up. Could we see some substitutions in a few minutes? Approaching half-time, just 8 minutes to go in this first half. Now, Corinthians. Oh, it's not good enough for a goal there. Columbus Crew very solid at the back this game. They know how to defend against these Brazilians. Now, Caio. Into the midfield of Corinthians. Finding that right-hand side. We'll see the pace of the right. And that's not the ball he was expecting. Same for Columbus Crew there. Beating the offside trap here. But not beat the line. Throw in for Columbus Crew. Just taking their time here now. You can see the heat really starting to impact the performance in the first half here. Both teams not used to warm weather like this. We could see an advantage in the Al Qudsiya game next. Obviously training and playing in heat all year round could also give them the upper hand in the final, as obviously one Al Qudsiya team will make the final. Just 19 minutes in here now. Corinthians absolutely abusing the possession out of this ball. And now on the far left here, Corinthians' lack of communication and the ball given away cheaply. And Columbus Crew will get a very easy throw in now. And see if they can break down their opponents and be the first team to score a goal against Corinthians. Now here comes Columbus Crew. Still Columbus Crew on the far left here. Having to recycle the ball, and they've wasted it once again. Same for Corinthians, but they do win it back in the attacking half here. Corinthians looking for the first. 1 man against 6. Corinthians on the far right here. I told you how dangerous they are from this position. This is where they scored over 10 goals yesterday. And that is a very, very poor cross. This is not the Corinthians we saw yesterday. Columbus Crew absolutely frustrating them.
Press up. Press up.
Hay water assim, hay water assim.
Não, vocês estão ficando no mesmo corredor muitas vezes. Define o lado. How's the ball speed to you guys? Not got nothing here.
Here comes Columbus Crew. But well held by Kaio at the back, but recycled back with Columbus Crew. Now, Columbus Crew looking to just break down Corinthians and putting them under pressure at the back. The Corinthians forced to go far, go wide on the far right. And now Columbus Crew looking to turn. And Corinthians will win a free kick, and it will be taken by Kaio. Never mind, a swap will go to Rian Ladira into the captain. And now Corinthians have to make their way into the attacking third, and it's forced a good save by the captain, Stevanovic.
Guys, we need to get second. Come on. Mark now. Hey. Keeper!
It's a good corner, and it's straight into the hands of Stevanovic. A quick counter-attack opportunity was there, but it's still on now for Columbus Crew. It's a decent through ball, forcing good bit of defence. And now into Captain Kaio. Recycled by Corinthians. Looking to break the deadlock. It's a very, very good cross, but only finds the hands of Stevanovic. We've got a foul on the keeper, so we'll have a break in play. Maybe an opportunity for a water break. So we'll just see that one on the replay there. Yeah, just taken out after collected. Looks like there was no reason to go down, however. So it looks like we'll have a free kick for Columbus Crew. Straight. And now the chase is on, and sees it out for a corner. We'll have a set piece and a corner for Columbus Crew all the way from the free kick of Captain Stevanovic. Columbus Crew not expecting that one. Still with Columbus Crew, and they've wasted a corner there, but the chance is still on. Just seeing that the short corner there did not work for Columbus Crew. Now with Corinthians. Still Corinthians. And a foul has been given by the referee. We'll just see that one on replay there. Yeah, definitely a free kick off the ball. It's a good bit of play by Corinthians, but matched by the defensive Columbus Crew. So we have reached the 25th minute. Should see the halftime whistle go any moment now. Will we see a goal in this first half? Will it be Corinthians? Will it be Columbus Crew? That's got to be a foul. Will the referee reach into his pocket? Yes, he does. We'll see the first yellow card of the game, and it goes to Corinthians. So now it's Columbus Crew. And there it is, the final whistle of the first half. Half-time, Columbus Crew 0, Corinthians 0, all to play for in the second half of this Mina Cup semi-final, or will we see this one out for penalties?
No.
So you'll see your highlights now on the screen, all to play for in the second half. So yeah, you can just see Corinthians absolutely dominating that first half with 55% possession and 4 shots on target to the 0 of Columbus Crew. All of that does not matter, however, if you can't find the back of the net. 4 great saves though from Stevanovic, keeping his team in it. And will we see his game at 2 penalties or a great second half filled with goals here at the Mina Cup Under-15 semi-final? Test. So as the players are back out and we are ready for the second half, a huge half awaits. So just waiting for Columbus Crew to come out. As the linesman also getting ready. So Corinthians frustrated and struggling in that first half. Referee telling Columbus Crew to hurry up. Stevanovic in goal for Columbus Crew. Saved his team four strong times in that first half. Will he be able to do it again? Will Columbus Crew be able to break the deadlock? Or will it be Corinthians in their white in the second half from left to right? And it will be Columbus Crew kicking us off in yellow from right to left. Both touring teams, both international teams, both have a lot to prove. So let's see how Columbus Crew will be able to deal with the pressure of the Brazilian flair of Corinthians. So an early throw in for Columbus Crew. We've got 25 minutes of football ahead of us to decide who goes to the final of the Mina Cup Under-15s category. Huge opportunity for these 22 players to display their skills and show their quality. But we need to see a goal for that to happen, or else we will be going to penalties. On pitch 4 here. Lovely bit of football here by Corinthians, and it almost worked, but the defense of Columbus Crew matching it there. So a lovely bit of play by Leonardo da Silva from Corinthians. And out by the captain, Caio. A very solid tackle on the far right there. Same by Columbus Crew. A lovely first touch by Columbus Crew, and a statement challenge by Corinthians goes the way of Columbus Crew. We can hear a few disagreements on the sideline there. So now Columbus Crew just playing out of the back. It's a decent first touch. Goes the way of Corinthians. And another statement challenge out of the back, forcing Columbus Crew to deal with this high pressure of Corinthians. Now Columbus Crew still looking to score the first goal against Corinthians of the tournament. The goalkeeper of Corinthians, Mateus dos Santos, not beaten all tournament in 3 games. Both teams playing their 4th game right now. That's a lovely cross by Corinthians. All the way from Brazil. Will they go all the way into the lead? No, straight into the hands of Stevanovic, and he's racking up another save for the stats board. I believe that's his 5th of the game now, and Columbus Crew just looking to slow this game now. Could they be playing for penalties? Is that their only hope of knocking Corinthians out of the tournament, especially with passes like that? So now Corinthians, obviously, with that blunder by Columbus Crew, having the opportunity to have a more feel of the ball. It's what they love most, obviously, with that 55% possession in the first half. Much more solid with the ball than Columbus Crew, however. You can tell why they are the favourites. Lovely pass. They absolutely exploit the far right. And will they be able to make it 1-0? The momentum is still with Corinthians, however, as they receive the set piece of a corner. So the corner now for Corinthians to be taken by Leonardo da Silva. Will he find another man in white, or will it reach the yellow wall? Out by Columbus Crew. And a shot from far. Not the best quality shot that we've seen here at the Mina Cup, as we'll have to restart with another goal kick of Columbus Crew. So now here comes Columbus Crew, looking to work magic with the ball. Good bit of skill on the far right as the flag stays down. And a very solid challenge by Corinthians. Columbus Crew, as soon as they receive the ball, under heavy pressure by Corinthians. No sign of slowing down. A lot of will to get that ball back. You can definitely start to see frustration now as they want to be 1-0 up, even 2-0 up. Which for them still isn't enough, despite their heavy scorelines earlier this tournament. So Mateus dos Santos now with his goal kick. The routine of Corinthians, they've done it all game. They beat the offside trap. It's a decent touch, but Emmanuel is faster to it. And that's not a great clearance, and Columbus Crew just under heavy pressure there. Forced to get the ball off the pitch, and we've got a man down, which will slow down the momentum of Corinthians. Will we be able to get any more highlights from the second half? Maybe even better highlights due to the deadlock not being broken in the first half. All my questions to be answered within the next 20 minutes until full time. We saw a last-minute winner by Columbus Crew against Al Qudsiyah's first team. And we saw a statement win by Al Qudsiyah yesterday in a 6-2 against Barca Academy. And there's no need for that. That's got to be a yellow and a reach into the pocket. And it is indeed a yellow card for Corinthians, Leonardo Guerra. Very unnecessary way to get into the book. Just see that one on replay there. You don't have to be an expert to give away a yellow card for that one. Looks like Columbus Crew just start to put more players back this entire game and just pray it doesn't find the back of Stevanović's goal. Will they be able to get one cheeky counter-attack? Now here comes Corinthians on the right-hand side. What a solid challenge at the very back. And it goes sailing out for a corner. Corinthians still showing their flair, fighting for that first goal of the game. And they've got a corner here now to prove themselves worthy once again. It's a good cross by Corinthians. Straight into the hands of Stevanović, however. Chances upon chances, but they all go begging. Just inviting pressure, Columbus Crew. Don't think this was the right decision. And yes, they are being punished. Corinthians regain possession, looking to recycle the ball here. It's all about Corinthians this game. It's a good ball, it's a good first touch. And it's out by Columbus Crew, but it stays with Corinthians. It's a shot on the half volley. And Stevanović will see that one out. And we will see the first substitutions for Corinthians.
They are so hard on the front foot defending. They're spacing behind for the check and spin. Let's look for the check and spin once in a while.
Can just hear the tactics going out from Columbus Crew. All the way from America. It's not a short flight. Will it find the head of a yellow man? Yes, but not in the way Columbus Crew wanted. Now, still with Corinthians. A mistake resulting in Columbus Crew being able to play. The final touch not good enough. And Corinthians, Emmanuel looking to see it out, and he wins the race. Brilliant cross by Columbus Crew. The chase is on. Sweeper keeper wins. There's no need for that one. I think he could have dealt with the pressure better there. Mathueus dos Santos in goal for Corinthians. Obviously, previously mentioned, no one has put the ball in the back of his own net. Can't say the same for Stevanovic. Now Corinthians making their way into the final third. It's a beautiful ball. It's not a beautiful first touch, however, but it does result in the throw-in for Corinthians. Not playing as composed as they were yesterday. And the referee has spotted that one, and a free kick. For Corinthians, 15 minutes to go until full time. Not many talking points so far. Here it is, Corinthians right hand side. Looking to take his man on, very solid defensively. Stays with the boys in yellow. Referee, can hear him saying play on. And now Corinthians, that's a poor first touch by Da Silva. Now Columbus Crew only finds a man in white. Now it's Corinthians. Very, very sharp reactions by Columbus Crew. And the linesman's given a throw in for Corinthians. Oh, a mistake at the back by Corinthians. And will they be punished? Still with Columbus Crew here, now into the attacking third. And a mistake once again by the attackers. Back to Stevanovic. And now Columbus Crew will be able to recycle the ball. Slowing this game down, looks like they are playing for penalties. Dealing not too well with the high press of Corinthians. The Corinthians happy with that one any day of the week. Now it's Captain Kayo. Straight. Back to Kayo. Leading his team from the back. And Corinthians showing pace on the far right hand side here. It's got to be a first time cross. It is. It's a decent cross. It's defensively very solid by Columbus Crew, but it's still with Corinthians. It's a shot, and it's just gone sailing over the head of Stevanovic. Heart in the mouth moment for Columbus Crew. Corinthians still showing a positive attitude to being frustrated here. Still 0-0. Yet it is still all to play for a spot in the final of the Mina Cup. Columbus Crew. Out of the back. Corinthians playing out the back. And it has gone sailing out for a goal kick. It's an endless cycle here, goal kick. And then Corinthians get the ball, and then it's another goal kick. Let's see if Columbus Crew will be able to keep the ball for more than 30 seconds here. No, is the answer to my question. But they have recycled it well, and they do retain possession. And it's still with Columbus Crew here. Only finding the captain, Kaio. That's a brilliant through ball by Corinthians. This has got to be 1-0. Pedro. Oh my word. And he'll want to easily forget about that one. Not one for the highlight reel. Just see that one back on your screen. Did the hard part. I couldn't do the easy part. It's a game of two sides. Now, Corinthians looking to turn and face the goal. And they win the 50-50 there. Corinthians now exploiting the left side, knowing how dominant they are on the right. And it is going to be a corner on the opposite side, another set piece. For me, that looked like a bit of a dive. We'll just see it back on the replay here. Oh no, yeah, there's definitely contact, but no need to be down for that long. He is off the pitch, however, so there's no reason why we can't restart. And we have got the physios on. And Corinthians have found the back of the net. Straight from the corner. Unmarked. With only 10 men on the pitch. Huge. Absolutely huge all the way from Brazil. No one could score past them, but they have managed to score in every single game. A great header as the shirt comes off. And the card comes out of the referee's pocket as the fans are singing loud and proud now. As Corinthians have 1 foot into the final of the Mina Cup from the corner there, an unmarked header and a great header into the back of Stavanovic's net. It is Corinthians 1, Columbus Crew 0. Left back. So the goal scorer, Caio Cavalante, doing his job defensively very well and also attackingly putting his team. So still with Corinthians, no sign of slowing down now, looking to double their lead from their lethal right-hand side. 1, 2 touch, it's a cross, will it find another head? Into Pedro. That's a very good cross. Oh, wow! Oh my God! And surely, now in the 43rd minute, Corinthians in the final of the Mina Cup. Looked like a bit of an early dive by Stevanovic. The fans are happy with that one. Huge by Corinthians. They took their time to get there first. And they were very quick to find their second. A mistake at the back by Columbus Crew. They had numbers in the box, but they could just not break down this beautiful attack of Corinthians. And a bit of an early dive by Stevanovic has cost his team another goal. So just 6 minutes to go until full time. And all of those penalties predictions sorely defeated now. So it will be Columbus Crew restarting us once again. They'll struggle to keep their heads up high. As you see in both corners of your screen, both could see a teams warming up, the A team against the B team. And the winner of that game will surely play against Corinthians as they look for their third and potentially final. Still with Corinthians, a lovely chip and chase on display now. What a pass, Corinthians. Oh, good save by Stevanovic, however it was right at him. And he goes sailing behind the goal for another set piece and another corner for Corinthians. So Corinthians looking to find the sweet spot. 5 minutes to go, they got a goal from this position. Will they get another one now? It's the exact same as last time. However, this time it doesn't find the back of the net. And Corinthians winning another throw-in. And we will see substitutions. 3 on for Columbus Crew. Will they be able to get one back in this game? Just 5 minutes to go plus stoppage time. For me, there hasn't been a lot of stoppage time.
Oscar! Wait, review, wait. Yellow, go!
Thrown straight to the wall of Columbus Crew. And now Corinthians dealing with it well now, under absolutely no pressure. Looking for the keeper, Dos Santos. Oh wow, the referee has noticed a handball, however, and a free kick. Corinthians not impressed with that one. Surely owns a yellow card for dissent. Indeed. Columbus Crew just taking all the time they need because they know they are well and truly out of this one. Against the wind. And a mistake at the back by Stevanovic. Heavily defeated now. You can see it in the eyes of Columbus Crew. Just 2 minutes to go now until full time. Plus stoppage time. However, as previously mentioned, I don't think there will be a lot. Columbus Crew now doing everything they can to make this look less embarrassing than it truly is. And that is a foul. Penalty appeals for Columbus Crew, but not given. And now Corinthians on the counter-attack. And a very good tackle by Emmanuel, showing pace and very solid defensively. And Corinthians will be singing all night long as they are moments away from reaching the final of the Mina Cup. I'm sure we'll see the bench erupt, and so will the fans. Just 30 seconds to go now until the final few whistles of this match. And there is time for one more goal of Corinthians. You can't stop them now once they're in their groove. And that is a free kick. And another yellow card. However, this time it goes for Columbus Crew. Surely this will be the final moments of the match. Will Corinthians be able to score from another set piece and finish their game off sweetly, yet solidly? Referee gives 5 fingers and there will be 5 minutes of added time. So Columbus Crew just waiting for this one to finish now. Another injury on keeper Stevanovic. As Columbus Crew do advance, but they advance in the wrong way. They advance for the 3rd place playoff where they will either be playing Katsia's first team or second team, the loser of the next game. Predicted to be Al Qatsia's second team. As the favourites in the next game is Al Qudsiya, number 1. Obviously their B team will be weaker than their first team, but we could see something that we've never seen before here at the Mina Cup. As we just wait for the final whistle to go from the referee. Not long now. And then we will get our next game underway. Columbus Crew just looking to make it not 3-0. And with passes like that, you can only expect the worst. How about Columbus Crew? And the referee, indecisive, but goes the way of Columbus Crew. Will they be able to get 1 goal in this game and be the first team to score a goal against Corinthians this entire tournament? Or will Corinthians go this entire tournament without conceding a single goal? Having a goal difference of over 20 in just 3 games in the group stage. Only being halted to scoring 2 this game. Columbus Crew, almost. You can't get a better chance than that. And with everyone up, no one back for Columbus Crew. Surely this is 3. Corinthians have taken their sweet, sweet time with that one. The referee doesn't blow. Corinthians to make it 3. Straight to the wall of yellow. Still with Corinthians. Penalty appeals. Referee says get up. I thought that one was a penalty. There's a reason I'm not an official, however. Still with Corinthians. Why go for a shot there? And now Columbus Crew giving everything. It's a very, very solid and bold tackle there. Referee not giving everything here. And that one goes high, that one goes long. So the referee checks his watch. Straight into the hands of De Santos. still with Corinthians, just looking to see this one out now. It goes high by Dos Santos, and it goes from one keeper to another into the hands of Stevanovic. It's got to be time any moment now, surely. Brilliant pass. Corinthians, penalty appeals, and it is going to be a goal kick. There's no need for a penalty this late on. It's a good ball by Columbus Crew. Still with Columbus Crew, however. The linesman says it stays with Columbus Crew. Straight into Corinthians. And the whistle straight to the referee's mouth. They've done it. They've made the final of the Mina Cup without conceding a goal all tournament yet. Corinthians 2, Columbus Crew 0. And Columbus Crew make their way to the third place playoff. But more importantly, Corinthians in the final against one of the Alcaceres. I've been your Match Live commentator, Toby Banks. It's Toby Talk Sports. And you'll be able to see your Match Live highlights now. Thank you.